Hi everybody, Hassan Shariq, regulated Canadian immigration consultant, back with another video on Canadian immigration. My prayers and wishes that all of you along with your families are doing really well wherever in the world you are. Today's video is specifically about the recent announcements that have been made with regard to Super Visa. Now, for those of you who are not aware of Super Visa is a specific temporary resident visa which is specifically for parents of Canadian citizens and permanent residents, such Canadian citizen and PR holders who are based in Canada, and those who would want to invite their parents to come over to Canada and stay with them for extended time periods. Now, compared with a normal visitor visa, the difference between a super visa and a normal visitor visa is that in a visitor visa, the visitor is only allowed to stay in Canada for up to 6 months in one single entry, whereas the super visa allowed parents to stay in Canada for up to 2 years. Now, this is where the positive announcement has been made recently by Minister Sean Fraser, the Minister of Immigration for Canada. And the announcement that has been made is that from now onwards, actually from 4th of July, because this new policy will be effective from 4th of July, the parents who come to Canada on a super visa in one single entry will be allowed to stay in Canada for up to 5 years, compared with the previous policy of 2 years. Now, this is absolutely amazing news because there's a large number of immigrants in Canada, including myself, where most of my family is outside of Canada, which includes my parents as well. And many of the Canadian PR and citizens who have their parents outside of Canada had always wished for their parents to come to Canada and stay with them for extended time periods. A lot of times this is for family bonding, family reunification, and sometimes parents are in such an age that you would want to take care of them and for them to stay here for long time periods. So the great news is that now super visa holders will be allowed to stay in Canada for up to 5 years. I have actually made a detailed video on super visa, so for those of you who would want to know the details of that, you can follow that. There will be a link in the description or on the screen. You can have a detailed look at that. Now moving towards the second announcement which was made is that as part of super visa requirements, there is a requirement that for the proposed duration of stay that your parents will be doing in Canada, there is a requirement that you must have medical insurance coverage for them. Now, previously, it was only Canadian insurance companies which were authorized to provide these insurance coverage services. Now, the announcement has been made that international companies, like other than Canadian companies, will also be allowed to do this. This is again great news because previously the insurance providers were a limited number of companies, so definitely there was not that much of a competition. Now with international companies coming on board, there is good possibility that the cost or the premium that will be there for super visa insurance will definitely drop down, or there might be better coverages or better policies to take care. And that is again good news, because a lot of times the insurance cost was very high, and also keeping in mind that if now the policy is to allow parents to stay for up to 5 years, so their duration of stay is going to be longer, and definitely with more companies coming in, probably there will be competitive rates and competitive kind of coverages as well. So these two policies have come into place. One other thing that has been notified is that for parents who are in Canada on a super visa already, they can request an extension of further 2 years while they're in Canada. So whatever the stipulated time of stay one has in Canada on super visa, say for instance a parent comes and they are allowed to stay in Canada for 5 years, and then at the end of that time there is a requirement, so you can further request an extension of up to 5 years. So great news with regard to that. As I mentioned earlier, this policy will come into effect from 4th of July. For those individuals who have already applied for their parents' super visa and the super visa application is still being processed, the good news is that the processing will be done under this new policy. So you can expect a 5-year allowance for your parents to stay in Canada once the super visa gets granted. For those who are interested in knowing about various options of bringing their parents over to Canada, there are 3 different options that are available. There's a visitor visa, there's a super visa, and then the parents and grandparents PR stream. I've made a video about that as well. You can find the link for that and get to know what options you have. For those who might have questions about super visa, in specific this new policy, or the general options that you have with regard to bringing your parents over to Canada and stay with you, you can post those questions in the comment section. Some people have asked about the processing time. So these days it's taking a lot of time, and it actually depends on which country your parents are residing in, the country of residence, and the country of nationality as well, like a mixture of both of these, to ascertain as to what is the exact processing time for them. I will be really keen on knowing, like, if you have applied for your parents' super visa and it's been a while, do mention that in the comment section and let me know as to what country are they based in, and how long has it already been that they've applied for the super visa and you're waiting on a decision for that. With that, I'll ask for leave. Hopefully it will be great news for a lot of people who have applied for the super visa or who are looking to apply for the super visa. Now you can spend up to 5 years or technically up to 7 years with your parents in one single entry on a super visa. So great news. With that, I'll end the video. My prayers and wishes that you stay well, you stay happy, you stay blessed. Till the next time that we meet again, take care and Allah Hafiz.